Hello? Hello? Hello, is everyone here? Joyous Monday. I see Ashley and Alex are in the chat. Who else we got here? My hair is crazy right now. Oh, it's going. There's boxes everywhere. Thought we were agreed to not talk about this until next week. I haven't got any of those yet. What's up, Buck? Like the corner here. Boxes everywhere. So I had to move where I'm going to shoot this for the next 2 weeks to over here. I saw the whole set online for, what's up, Jake? I saw the whole set August 1st. I have to go buy more boxes. I called to get movers, and they asked me, like, how many boxes that you're going to have. And I was like, I don't know, like 75 or 100. And they're like, I don't think that's true. I was like, I think it is. So I'm going to try and move some on the whole Happy Meal set. The new one, the little ones. I saw the whole one online for like $200. It must have been a McDonald's employee that got it. So I got Jake here, Ashley, Shannon, Josh. Who else do I have here? Buck. Who else is here? Anyone else? Nick. I'm going to try and get as many of them as I can. There's some that I want. Someone that I want more than others. Like, what's up, Nick? That would be cool. Yeah. Hi, Brennan. We're going to start in 4 minutes. I want the fountain pop one that I saw. That one looks cool. And the fryer. Alex is here. Did you guys see the short I did on the Subway cups? You guys are going to McDonald's like every day to get these? I just go in. What's up, Blue Plop? Wow, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. We got Blue Plop in the chat. Now you know. Now you know. They didn't use it to save people from the guillotine. What they did is they gave it to them because they'd be all stressed out that they were going to it. And so they would let them play with one to distract them from what was going to happen. Yeah, I didn't know Bad Bunny was playing the, what do you call it? Caddy? I can't believe they didn't get the original guy. 2 minutes. We're going to start in 2 minutes. I got some good questions today, like last week again. They're like way long questions. So that's cool, Brennan. Yeah, those banned or recall toys were crazy. Who is gonna win the epic CPJ trivia trophy? It's pretty close right now. I think Ashley's up on Alex by 20 points, but you never know. This is the last week before the finale. So the finale will be next week at 7 o'clock. There will be bonus points and stuff awarded next week. So you just want to score as many as you can this week. And then next week will be the finale. And I will contact everybody that's won a week and send out the mystery boxes and all the other stuff that's going to happen. And then I will be back probably doing trivia. It's going to be on Tuesdays again for the next season. And it will be probably starting the first week of October. And we'll go right through Christmas. So that'll be when that'll happen. Yeah, because I'll need like a month or two to get myself situated in the new house. So we're going to start in 1 minute. Be ready. We got a solid crew. If I'm missing your name and you're going to play trivia tonight, check in and leave your name and I'll write you down. How it works is you have to be the first person to answer the question correctly and you're going to get a point. Most questions answered correctly is going to get a prize for the week, and most questions answered correctly on the season is going to win the grand prize. Right now, the leader is Ashley O. Here we go. 1 second. There is just something going on my background. We will start in 1 minute. Sorry, this situation is requiring my attention. Be right back. All right, here we go. Week 9 trivia night is starting now. Be prepared. Ignore the missing smoke detector. I had to take it down because it was getting in the way of the banner. These are some serious questions for serious trivia experts. I only picked hard ones, so we'll see how everybody does today. Are we ready to rock and roll? Question 1. These are going to be, like I said, a little bit tough. Although I found Lego a bit fiddly, Lego also manufactured a range of bricks which were bigger and easier to play with and harder for a small child to swallow. And I had a lot of fun building things with them. What is the name of these chunky bricks? Duplo is correct. That one wasn't a hard one. You're welcome. Duplo, Alex got there first for the point. Let's go to question 2. They will be harder. I had a red and white robot called the Dingbot. It had a map, which it held in its claw-like hands, and moved around the room until it bumped into something, which made it change direction. Which Japanese company, who later merged with Takara, manufactured the Dingbot? Is it A, Sanrio, B, Tomy, C, Bandai, or D, Nintendo? And it looks like Ashley got there first with Tomy. She gets a point. Well done. We are now on question 3. B was the correct answer. Good job, everybody that got it. Tomy is the company that merged with Takara. Question 3. One board game my brother and I loved involved a wind-up toy dinosaur. Each player had a family of cave people, and they had to get the cave people home to their cave in the middle of the board while avoiding the dinosaur. If you rolled the dice and got a dinosaur, the dinosaur would be let loose onto the board. What was the name of this game? And it is Dizzy Dizzy Dinosaur. Dizzy Dizzy Dinosaur is the one with the wind-up dinosaur. Don't Wake the Dinosaur is the one with the eggs. So Nick gets a point there. 3-way tie after 3 questions. What we like to see. Question 4. Now much coveted by toy collectors, these cute little families of woodland creatures were favorite toys of mine. There were cats, rabbits, badgers, hedgehogs, and bears, and they all wore clothes and had names, though I gave them names of my own. They had a doll's house to live in, a red bus, and a picnic set, amongst other things. Which toy am I referring to? Is it A, the Sylvanian families? Is it B, the Sildavian families? Is it C, the Moldavian families? Or D, Belgravian? And I'm going to give Nick the point because he put Sylvanian, which is correct. And I'm also going to give Shannon a point because they are called either Little Woodsies or Calico Critters, depending on where you live. In Canada, they're called Little Woodsies. So there we go. I'm going to say Shannon gets a point. Nick now has 2. You can have a point if you get it right. Come on, JT, you can do it. I want to give you a point, but you got to be up near the top. So get your fingers ready. I was a bit of a tomboy and not into girly toys as a rule. I'm speaking as the questioner, not as myself. But there were a few exceptions, such as a range of cutesy animal toys, which could be opened with a key, while smaller ones had slits on their backs, which you could use to store or hide small things. Mine was a pink rabbit. Which toys were these? Is it A, cupboarders? Is it B, keepers? Is it C, storers? Is it D, garters? The answer correctly answered by Alex first was B, the keepers. Alex now has 2, tied with Nick. All right, bonus question right now. Bonus question right now, worth 3 points. Get ready. Do not type right now. I don't want any excuses. What company, you have 5 seconds to answer this correctly. I will not let anyone Google it. What company made the keepers? What company? You've got 5. There we go, Nick, with the point. 1. Tonka is the correct answer. Tonka is the correct answer. That is why Nick is the 2-time defending champion. That is a 5-point total now for Nick. It was the Tonka keepers. Believe it or not, Tonka made them. Nick was ready to rock. Here we go. Next question, question 6. We'll update the score after every 10 questions. Here we go. I had many soft toys as a child, and I still have some of them today, such as Martha, my beloved teddy bear. One of these toys is a gloved puppet called Zippy, a character from the retro TV show Rainbow. What unusual feature did Zippy have? Yeah, this is like I told you, it's not easy. So what unusual feature did Zippy have? A zippable mouth is correct. Nick Thunder gets the point. That is his 6th point. Zippered mouth is correct. Well done, Shannon. Well done. Good try, Tommy. Burger King, you got to save that. Let's go question 7. Another of my favorite childhood games, which I used to play with my dad, featured a toy mule. And the object of the game was to see how many items you could load onto the mule's back before it reared up. What was the name of the game? Is it A, Clarence the Angry Mule, B, Buckaroo, C, Rodeo, or D, Kickback? Buckaroo is the correct answer. Good job to everybody that got Buckaroo. That would have been answer B. Looks like Nick got that first again. Uh-oh. Y'all are messing with Nick. He's going to take you guys down. Yep. Okay, here we go. Next question, question 8. Their names were Howler, Grizzler, Fang, and Gums. They were soft toys with a frightening secret. If you turned their heads inside out, they became monsters. The story was that they and their maker had been placed under a curse. What type of were animals were they? Werebear is correct. Werebear is correct. Well done, Ashley. You know what? I've never actually had one in the store, and now I want to get one. Where is Anne? We need Anne. We're question 9. Plenty of girls in the 90s owned one of these dolls. She was a tiny little doll who lived in a plastic case, which would open up into a doll's house or another variant, such as a makeup kit. What was the name of this doll who also had her own TV series in 2018? Polly Pocket is correct. Polly Pocket. Ashley got there first. I'm going to give Tommy a point and Josh a point because they've been pretty correct on all the answers so far. So who got there first? Oh, no, Nick got there first. Sorry. Okay, Tommy. Sorry, I'm writing down points. Josh got a point. Tommy got a point. Bloop Blop, we're going to give you a point because we missed you this season. All right, here we go. Question 10. I'll give a score update after this. I had a few Barbie dolls as a child, but I also had 3 dolls who I liked because they were a bit unusual. Not only did they have a food theme, big colorful hats, and an individual scent, they also had plastic skirts which could be flipped up to turn them into something else. Which dolls were these? Is it A, fruitcakes, B, cupcakes, C, fairy cakes, or D, pound cakes? B, cupcakes is the correct answer. B, cupcakes. They were called cupcakes, not cupcake. So I'm going to give Alex the point. We're 10 questions in. Here is the score update. Nick is in first place with 8 points. Alex is in second with 3. Ashley's in third with 2. And then we have Shannon, Josh, Tommy, and Bloop Blop all have 1. We're 10 questions in. You're not going that fast. We're 10 questions in. It's been 10 minutes. Would you like us to slow it down for you, Ashley? Would you like us to go slow and talk slowly? Okay, here we go. Question 11. Thank you, Mopping. That's correct. You know what? Mopping at work is getting a point for backing me up with Ashley right now. Thank you, Mopping. What category does the color pink denote in the Trivial Pursuit Baby Boomer edition? Is it A, stage and screen, B, science and nature, C, sports and leisure, D, arts and entertainment? Stage and screen is correct. Tommy, that is your second point of the evening. Well done. Tommy Pines with the point. It is stage and screen. Stage and screen is the correct answer. Well done. Question 12. How many points is each Pac-Man power pill worth? How many points is each Pac-Man power pill worth? Is it A, 60, B, 30, C, 50, or D, 40? 50 is correct, and Nick already had it before I could answer. 9 for Nick. Opening up a bit of a lead here. We need to do something. Question 13. What is the lowest number card in a Pinochle deck? I don't know. What is the lowest number card in a Pinochle deck? Is it A, 8, B, 5, C, 10, or D, 9? And it looks like Nick Thunder is correct with 9. Nick, you're on fire tonight. The answer was 9. 9 is the correct answer. We're at the 14th question of 50. Oh, you all are just getting a taste of Nick tonight. This is how it was all last season. He was just smoking people left and right. How many dice are used in a game of Chuck-a-Luck? Chuck-a-Luck. Let me premise this with I've never played Chuck-a-Luck, so I don't know. Is it A2, B4, C1, or D3? And it looks like Alex gets the point with 3. Alex, well done. 3 dice are used. Some of these questions, I'm just like, who? What kind of savage knows these answers? And then I remember Nick Thunder knows these answers. Oh, there's a certain rule that I think that we should abide by. If you're in first place going into the last week, there's no bonus points for you. Bonus points are reserved for those that are not in the lead. That would not be very fair. But we do appreciate you giving us some information that we don't know. Ashley's asking for bonus points like she doesn't have a 20-point lead going into the last week. What is this all about? You want me to give Nick some bonus points while I'm at it? Or Alex? Yeah. We have to think about the integrity of Trivia Night. We cannot just willy-nilly give a leader points. Would Tom Brady ask for points that he didn't deserve? Mopping, didn't I give you one? I gave you one. There's no Simpsons questions tonight. I'm sorry. Maybe next week. Here we go. Question 15. How many squares are there on a snakes and ladders board? How many? Oh, there you go, Tommy. How many squares are there on a snakes and ladders board? Wow. Josh, well done. 100 is correct. 100 is correct. Good. Well done, everybody. Look at you all. Except for Tommy. Tommy did not get it right, but everyone else got it right. Congratulations, Jake. Bonus point for you. You've been answering and not asking for bonus points. What board game was banned in the Soviet Union? Is it A, Clue, B, Chess, C, Risk, or D, Monopoly? And Nick Thunder knows right away with Monopoly. That is his 11th point of the week 9. Was that a throwback? Have I asked that question before? I've asked so many questions. I felt like maybe that was. Probably because it's a game about capitalism and the Soviet Union was communist, so they don't want people wanting to be capitalists. That's going to be my guess, just as like a broad shot in the dark. I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, here we go. Question 17. How many energy dots are there on a Pac-Man screen? Is it A, 4, B, 6,
on the website Facebook.com,
C2,
there are 2
D8?
dots in the maze, and Pac-Man must eat them all in order to proceed to the next round. The 240 small dots.
Are you guys hearing what's happening in my house right now?
4 large flashing dots, best known as energizers, are worth 50 points each. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
I gotta put Siri on the scoreboard, I guess, eh? Yeah, I didn't even ask her. Well, everybody gets a bonus point. Except for Ashley. I did everybody a point there. Of all the times I've asked, yes, Alex, you get 2 for answering first. Of all the times I've asked questions, this is the first time that it decided to answer. That's wild. Question 18. Question 18. Monks from which country invented the game of dominoes? Monks from which country invented the game of dominoes? Okay, here's the hints. A, Spain. B, China. C, Germany. D, Belgium. I don't have the bell. I packed it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was C, Germany. I don't know. I'm just packing things I see. Germany was the correct answer. Nobody got it in time. But that's okay because you all got a bonus point for last question. Yeah, you guys, sometimes. Germany also created something else too. That was another question. This wasn't the one I asked before. What was the other thing Germany created? Germany actually made Chinese checkers as well. If you remember. I didn't see it on me, Jake. Nobility. What card suit originally represented the lances of nobility? Is it A, hearts? Spades is the correct answer. Spades is the correct answer. So Nick gets a point. We're on question 20. I will give an update after this one with regards to points. Question 20. What color poker chip is usually assigned the lowest value? The same thing. Spades or spades? One spade or two spades? Are we arguing over that? Okay. Red is the correct answer. Or sorry, no, it's not. Sorry. Ashley. Shh. White is the correct answer. White is the correct answer. Josh gets a point. Hi, mopping at work. Hello. Did you hit me with the 4 question marks? Ashley hit me with the 4 question marks. You know what? The GOAT is in the chat. The GOAT gets a point for answering that one right. Oh, okay. Okay, after 20 questions, here's the scoreboard update. Nick's got 13 for first. Alex has got 6 for second. Josh has got 4 for third. Jake, Ashley, Tommy have 3. Shannon has 2. Bloop Blop has 2. Mopping at Work has 2. The Goat and Buck have 1. The Goat and Buck have 1. Buck, where are you at? The issue on our first game night involves a coworker joining the group. As he arrives, he mentioned he is severely colorblind. You realize he would probably not enjoy some of your favorite strategy games where distinguishing pieces by color is an important element of play. All but which of the following are thus off the table tonight? Which of the following are thus off the table tonight? Quirkle. B, Scrabble. C, Mastermind. Or D, Uno. B, Scrabble is correct. B, Scrabble is correct. Ashley gets the point. It would bequeath you guys and girls to let me read these answers first because they are kind of like elimination-based questions. But it's up to you. If you feel like you'll know, behoove. Word of the day, toilet paper. Well, I can't make it a rule. We agreed that this was the way it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't want to be flip-flopping. I'm just offering some advice. Question 22. 22. As hard as it may be for a fun trivia player to believe, there are those who do not relish trivia-based play. I know that seems like way outside of the night. Which of these games can remain on the table if you ever need to entertain such a misguided guest? Is it A, Jenga, B, Trivial Pursuit, C, Cranium, or D, Wits and Wagers? A, Jenga is the correct answer, and Alex snuck in there about 18 milliseconds before Ashley. You may want to unplug your router, Ashley, and check and make sure it's connected fast enough, because Alex did get there before you. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. You hate to see it. Those are the kind of mistakes that could cost you a championship. Now, I know Nick Thunder would never do that. Here we go. Question 23. Blank. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. The missing word from this song lyric identifies the common element among the games Risk, Stratego, and Battleship, which might be best avoided for some gentler guests. And look at you all go with War. And looks like Josh got there first? Yeah, Josh got there first. Well done, Josh. That's 5 for you, Josh. Bye, Jake. Okay, 24. We are almost halfway through the night. Hold on, time out, 1 sec. Peter, what? I gotta be honest with you. The same thing happens to me, and that's one of the number one things that I'm most excited about having a house for, is to use the Blackstone outside, because I hate the smell of the air fryer when you cook it. Yep. Okay, 24. You are entertaining some of the regular game night crew plus a visitor, Georgia, who reveals at the last moment she really doesn't care for games that use dice. That's such a Georgia thing to say. This is a crushing blow to your planned game night, as all of your top choices this night involve rolling the bones. Luckily, it is a soft stance on her part, and when the others insist that these games are extremely fun, even with her disliked dice, she softens a bit and agrees to play so long as the game does not have any dice with more than 6 sides. In that case, it would have to be which of these games? Is it A, Farkle, B, Scattergories, C, Killer Bunnies, or D, Dungeons and Dragons? A, Farkle is the correct answer. Farkle is the correct answer. It looks like Josh gets another point. 6 points, Josh. Good job. We are on the halfway point. Yeah, I've never played a game of Farkle, but apparently it's pretty fun. That's 2 back-to-back Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World references, Ashley. Farkle. Is it? I like Yahtzee more. You invite over the new neighbors, John and Camille, for a dinner and a game. While chatting with Camille, you learn both of them are accountants. So you are thinking of pulling out payday for game night, as it seems right up their alley. Oh no, she cries. John hates games like that. He says it's too much like bringing work home. She further explains that in his free time, John writes poetry and likes wordplay games, and that it might be best if the game involved no math at all, aside from keeping score. With this information, any of the following games should be fun for John, except which one? Is it A, Balderdash, B, Hugger Mugger, C, Boggle, or D, Racco? D is the correct answer, Racco. Josh gets the point. Well done, Josh. That is your 7th point. Moves you into 2nd place, tied with Alex. Racco. Look at the length of some of these questions that I have to ask. Yeah, you gotta let me read these questions because some of them are elimination questions. Fair enough, Buck. Question 26. Your sister invited her new boyfriend Fred over this weekend, and you are taking them out to a comedy show. Due to extreme traffic congestion in town, from a sporting event, you receive a text notification that the start of the show is to be delayed an hour, and everyone agrees to your idea of playing a quick game to pass the time. Because time is short, you start to pull out some simple old childhood favorites. Your sister gets wide-eyed expression and discreetly makes an annoyed motion towards one of the games in your hand, which involves little glass balls. You mentally wince as you recall Fred has just one teensy little quirk that could put a wrench into your planned menu of games. It seems he would figuratively lose his marbles unless you lose yours. Any games with marble in them, that is. Because you are trying to be a gracious host and you really like Fred, you quickly pull all but which of the following out of the list of stack of choices? Is it A, Kerplunk, B, Hungry Hungry Hippos, C, Aggravation, or D, Tiddlywinks? I told you should let me read these questions. D, Tiddlywinks is the correct answer, and Josh got in there right before Tommy with the answer. Y'all are way too aggressive with the clues coming out around, spinning it around on you. Question 27. This time, the obstacle is not a person, but a number of persons. For this game night, you have to have a party of 5. Many of your favorite games only allow a specific range number of players. Which of these can accommodate 5 so no one has to sit this one out? Yes. Is it A, Chinese checkers? B, Millie Borns, if I'm saying that right. Anne's here. Is it C, Ticket to Ride, the USA version? Or D, Scrabble? C is the correct answer. C was the correct answer. Looks like Ashley got there first. Ashley, are you answering multiple times? Tommy, you get a point because Ashley answered multiple times. Ticket to Ride. A cannot accommodate 5. There are only 4 sides to a Chinese checkerboard. Is there? Hey, I don't make the answers. Would you guys like to see? If y'all want to get sassy. The ones with the stars are the answers. Yes, just because a playing board has 6 sides does not mean you can have up to 6 players. I'm going to look into it and I'm going to leave a comment and we're going to have beef if I'm right. Buck. We're on question 28. Since y'all are so smart, you should get this one right off the hop, huh? Martin is coming over and has 2 peeves which really test your patience, like people that think they know the answers to the trivia over the Game Master. He doesn't like to leave games unfinished, and you don't want to force this into a multi-night affair. However, he is also a purist and will only play by the basic rules of the game, even if the official game instructions offer up a shortened alternate mode of play. Well, that's just great. Many of your favorite games tend to run long and favor those special variations of play to use when time is limited. Which of the following, using the original rules only, would most surely lead to a completed game in a 2-hour session? Here we go. A, Twilight Imperium. B, Risk. C, Yahtzee. Or D, Monopoly. See you, Shannon. C is correct. C is correct. Yahtzee would be the first one to finish in the 2 hours. So I'm giving that point to Josh, who is now alone in second place. We'll see you next week, Shannon, for the grand finale. Question 29. Question 29. Maria is an electrician and is off of work recovering from a bad shock. She is supposed to stay off her feet as much as possible, so you suggest a game night and she agrees. You're probably being overly cautious, but you decide electronic games may not sit well with her right now after getting zapped. Which of the following games does not use electricity? Hello. Is it A, Operation, B, Dark Tower, C, Catchphrase, or D, Blockus? Which of the following does not use electricity? A, Operation, B, Dark Tower. Blockus is the correct answer. Bloop Blop gets the point. Boom. Bloop Blop, well done. That is good listening. Bloop Blop gets the point. Well done, Bloop. That is good listening. Question 30. Our last guest, Cecil, has a morbid fear of wasps, termites, silverfish, and many other bugs which eat paper and wood. So he is skittish about any games involving those materials which could potentially draw these pests. Think carefully here, as this one might be a bit tricky. Okay. Many games have these materials even if not centrally featured in play. There can be no paper such as cards or cardboard, playing board, and no wooden pieces will do either. You can hide the rule book and box. Cecil knows his games. Just when you're about to throw your hands up and settle for a computer game, you think of a board game which will satisfy the needs of this very tough customer. Which of these is it? A, Twister, B, Crossfire, C, Jenga, or D, Upwards? Boggle has no paper? Are you crazy? D is the correct answer. Upwards is the correct answer. D. Nick Thunder gets the point. Upwards is the correct answer. The other one's all... How do you keep score in Boggle then? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The answer was Upwards. Question 30. Oh, scoreboard update. Scoreboard update. Nick's in first with 14. Josh is in second with 9. Alex is in third with 7. Ashley's in fourth with 5. Tommy's got 4. Jake's got 3. Bloop's got 3. Shannon, Mopping have 2. Buck and the Goat have 1. Yeah, I told you these questions were going to be hard. Question 31. Because of its origins, what is a roller coaster also known as? Because of its origins, what is a roller coaster also known as it? Is it A, the Parisian Hills? Is it B, the Spanish Throne? Is it C, the Russian Mountain? Or is it D, the Norwegian Trolley? Which answer is correct? C is the correct answer. Tommy gets it. It is actually known as the Russian Mountain. That's Tommy's 5th point. Good job. Feel free to impress your friends and neighbors with that fun fact. The Russian Mountain. Question 32. Which of the following former leaders is not represented by the suited kings in a standard deck of playing cards? Is it A, Charlemagne? Is it B, Julius Caesar? Is it C, Constantine? Or is it D, Alexander the Great? C is correct. Nick knows that it is Constantine who is not featured. That is Nick's 15th point. Constantine. Or Constantine, however you want to say it. Good job to everyone, but Nick got there first with the correct answer. After what city were the properties in Monopoly, the original American version, named after? Is it A, Baltimore, B, Trenton, C, Washington, D.C., or D, Atlantic City? Atlantic City is the correct answer, and I believe Ashley got there first, so that's her 6th point. Every point is going to matter because right now, Alex is closing the gap. But Alex, you need to get some more right here. Yeah, you did abbreviate, but Ashley got there first. Yeah, I saw it. Question 34. These ones are awesome questions. These next one. This one is one of my favorites. What legend is most widely accepted as the origin of the pogo stick? A man using a jackhammer thought of an idea for a new toy. Sounds plausible. B, a poor farmer made a jumping stick for his shoeless daughter. Also sounds plausible. C, a worker invented it to become the world record holder. Another good one. D, a young boy who broke his bike used the handlebars to create a new toy. What is the correct answer from all those? It looks like Tommy Pines gets the correct answer. A poor farmer made a jumping stick for his shoeless daughter. That is the correct answer. Tommy now has six points, tied with Ashley. Boom. Isn't that neat? Question 35. From what objects did the origin of dice come from? Is it A, bones, B, marbles, C, rocks, or D, diamonds? And Josh gets there first with bones. That's 10 for Josh. Let's go. Josh, you're on fire tonight. You are within striking distance of first place. Question 36. In what year was water skiing invented? Is it A, 1934, B, 1871, C, 1922, or D, 1899? C, 1922 is the correct answer, and it looks like Nick got that one first. 16 points for Nick. All right, here we go. Question 37. 13 questions to go. It's still anybody's game. Which of the following phrases could be used in a game designed by Edwin Lowe? A, Professor Plum in the conservatory with a wrench. B, Uno. C, bingo. Or D, you sunk my battleship. Bingo is the correct answer. The fact that Nick knew that blows my mind. Bingo is the correct answer. Wild. Question 38. Which of the following was not a well-known use of the yo-yo throughout history? A, it was an offering to Greek gods. B, it was given to a king's son as a weapon of royalty. C, it helped soothe victims who were to be sent to the guillotine. D, it was a sign that a person was fashionable in England. Which of the following was not a well-known use? Not. B is correct. B is the correct answer. Did Nick get there first? It was given to a king's son as a weapon of royalty. That is not correct. So B, so that was Nick. Yep, that's how it goes. Question 39. Which of the following would best describe how a kaleidoscope works? A, small pieces of colored glass are reflected in mirrors. B, the sound of your heart is multiplied directly into your ears. C, large lenses magnify objects that are deep in space. D, a needle ticks back and forth to allow you to keep time with music. It looks like everybody got A, and Ashley was there first. So that's your 7th point, Ashley. Well done. I saw it. Relax. We got you. Question 40. Ooh, I like this one. I really like this one. It is apropos. Question 40. From which of these words does the word trivia originate? From which of these words does the word trivia originate? A, wisdom. B, crossroads. C, uselessness. D, portal. B is correct, crossroads. Crossroads is the correct answer. Believe it or not. Do you want to know why? Do you really want to know why? Because when people would be meeting and asking directions, they would ask at crossroads. Like when they'd be meeting, and people thought that was trivial. Like you should know where you're going. Hence the term trivia. Asking questions that you don't know the answer to. See you at the crossroads. That is the fun fact of the night. We are in question 10 to go. Here is the score update. Nick has 19 for first place. Josh is in second with 10. Ashley and Alex are tied with 7. Alex, you need to score some points here. Tommy's got 6. Bloop's got 3. Jake's got 3. Shannon's got 2. Mopping's got 2. The Goat and Buck have 1. Nick has 9,742. Question 41. 41. I feel like these ones might be a little bit easier. Take it easy on you guys for a couple questions. What movie has cups that are being released by Subway right now? Is it A, Jurassic World? B, Superman? C, Fantastic Four? Or D, Happy Gilmore 2? And the answer is Happy Gilmore 2. So Ashley gets a point. Yes, that is how it works. Don't make me get the king. Question. Now talk about a hole in one. Bloop, have you not seen them? Hold on. Stay there. Oh, sorry. Comes out next week. July 25th. You know, Happy, I've won this tournament the last 2 years. Yeah, and the best part was riding the donkey, feeling the flow. They're only $1 if you purchase a combo and you upsize your drink. So it only costs an extra $1 if you're going there anyway, which is pretty cool. I bought all 4 of these. I just paid for a drink and they gave me 4. And for the whole set, it cost me $15. That's Canadian. So for you Americans, that's like $2.50. That clown, man. Okay, question 42. What are the 3 baby foods in the 1987 Fisher-Price Baby Mealtime set? I know, I'm not a huge fan. Is it A, bananas, carrots, and oranges? Is it B, apples, carrots, and grapes? Is it C, carrots, peas, and bananas? Or is it D, raspberries, cherries, and peas? The answer is peas, bananas, and carrots. I believe Ashley got that point. That's a huge point, Ashley. They're all going to matter come next week. Question 43. Question 43. We are 7 questions to go. The Little Tikes car bed was featured in an Adam Sandler produced movie. Which movie was it? Is it A, Happy Gilmore? B, Pixels? C, Grown Ups? Or D, Grandma's Boy? D, Grandma's Boy is the correct answer. Nick got there first. 20 points tonight for Nick. Your bed's a car. What was the action feature on the 1996 Burger King Toy Story Lenny kids meal toy? Is it A, it was a wind-up toy? B, it was a viewfinder toy? C, it lit up? Or D, it hopped? It was a wind-up toy. Wind up and walk is correct. Josh gets another point. That is 11 for Josh. You would know that if you watched my short this morning. That is correct. Well done to everyone. Question 45. In what card game do marriages occur frequently? In what card game do marriages occur frequently? Is it A, Pinochle, B, Rummy, C, Bridge, or D, Old Maid? A, Pinochle is correct. A, Pinochle. And Ashley gets the point. That's your 10th point of the evening. We're all having a good time. We're all friends here. We've got 5 questions to go. Which Parker Brothers game features upright dollar signs as playing pieces? Is it A, Monopoly, B, Clue, C, Risk, or D, Billionaire? D, Billionaire is correct. Josh gets a point. 12 points now for Josh. Only 8 off Nick. You have a chance of winning. You have a chance. You need to score at least 3 more points and then get the bonus. Question 47. A player left holding an odd queen is the loser in which game? A player left holding an odd queen is the loser in which game? Is it A, Crazy 8, B, Old Maid, C, Gin Rummy, or D, Poker? And Tommy gets it with Old Maid. Good job, Tommy. 7 points. You will be moving up the leaderboard on your first day. All right, we're on question 48. Question 48. How many wickets are there in a croquet set? Is it A, 12, B, 10, C, 9, or D, 8? 9 is the correct answer. Nick got there within 10 seconds of me asking. Nick knows his croquet. Trivia master. Question 49. Here's a little math question for you guys. A little math. Little quantitative math. In tic-tac-toe, how many possible winning combinations are there? A6, B7, C9, or D8? How many winning combinations? Nick gets it. Nick got it with 8. 22 points for Nick. Last question of the night. Be prepared for the bonus question. The points will matter in the bonus question. What is the point value of the outer bullseye on a dartboard? What is the point value of the outer bullseye on a dartboard? Is it A40, B50, C25, or D35? The answer correctly answered first was Ashley with 25. That gives you 11 points. We are on to the bonus question. Remember, this question is worth 10 points. This question is worth 10 points tonight. For tonight. There's going to be all kinds of bonus questions next week, so scores can change really quickly. Okay? So, Nick has won the day because I don't think anybody can catch him with 22 because the closest, well, Josh can catch him. Josh can catch him. Josh can force a tie. No, Josh got 12 and Nick's got 22. So Josh can catch him. Nobody else can. But those 10 points will make a difference in the leaderboard because the top 5 are going to get a gift. So here we go. This is the bonus question. Is everybody ready? I don't want any excuses that I was typing or that my internet went down or that my dog ate my homework. Here we go. The channel-specific bonus question is, what dinosaur did I find in my latest yard sale video that was worth $400? What dinosaur was it? The Spinosaurus is correct, but unfortunately, Josh spelled it right and Alex spelled it wrong. So what I'm going to do, even though I normally would never on a bonus question, I'm going to give both Alex and Josh 10 points. Because they both spelled it wrong in different ways, but I got it. Josh gets 10. Which means he's tied with Nick going into bonus trivia question. And Alex gets 10. Here we go. Question time. Let me see. What do I want to ask you guys? What do I want to ask you guys? Okay. This should be easy for you guys. Bonus question. Here we go. Talked about it earlier. What day do I get my house? It's only between Nick and Josh. What is the day that I get the new house? Don't answer if you're not Nick or Josh. And it's not August 8th. What day? What day exactly? No, day of the month. Ashley was close. We will go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. August 1st is correct. So I'll give Alex a point for that. Okay, we got to decide the tiebreaker. We got to decide the tiebreaker. Give me 1 sec. I got to get something. Okay. We're in sudden death overtime. Now, we all have to agree to give Nick and Josh 10 seconds to get this question right. If after 10 seconds they don't get this question right, the first person to answer it when I say go will be awarded 10 points. So it's either going to be Nick or Josh winning or someone else getting 10 points and it being a tie. When you're ready, let me know. So Nick and Josh are the only two that can answer right now. Nick, are you ready? Okay. This is a McDonald's Garfield Cup. Okay? What year was this released by McDonald's? We'll go 10, 9, 8. 1978 is right. Good job, Josh. That's amazing. Well done. You can see it right there. 1978. Woo! That was unreal. Good job. Wow, good game, everybody. Josh, you got finished up with 23 points, which was good enough for first place. Wow, that was fun. So next week, there's going to be all kinds of fun, swinging trivia questions that can make the scoreboard go crazy. So stay tuned for the updated scoreboard. Next week, you want to be here. We'll have some fun. Nick, thanks for being a good sport, even though I gave away 10 bonus points at the end as opposed to 5. I know you don't care. But yeah, Nick, well done. Awesome job tonight. Josh as well. Good job tonight. Ashley, you got to see if you're going to be able to hang on because the scoreboard's going to change tonight. Next week is going to be tight. So I would suggest this week as a homework assignment to really look back at some of the weird stuff that I've done in terms of videos on my channel. Kind of just search through and check them out and see, because there might be some like obscure CPJ trivia that gets put in for some serious bonus points next week. You don't have to watch the videos, but just kind of know the nature of what my channel used to be versus what it is now. And there'll be lots of difficult questions next week that might be worth more than 1 point apiece. So we will maybe, although I did go to try and buy some Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards and they wanted $300 for a box, which kind of soured me on Magic for the beginning. Yeah, 10 weeks was fun. We will be back. I'll talk more about it next week, but be ready for next Tuesday at 7. It may go a little longer than 8 o'clock because of the nature of the championship weekend. Who is going to take home the elusive CPJ Retro Trivia Season 3 prize? It is still anybody's game. I will see you all next week. Thanks so much for playing, and have a good rest of your week. Oh yeah, the King will be here for sure. The King will be here. The King will maybe he'll just have some Burger King related questions. We don't know. We'll see. Have a good weekend, or have a good week, and we'll see you next week.